Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Diablo. In the last episode we talked to a crap ton of people, lots and lots and lots of dudes, and we fought a few monsters just at the very end there. Let's take a look at our inventory for the moment and see what we have. So we have a unidentified cloak, a spiked club, which I think is better than the current one we have. Actually, it's 2 to 6 damage still. It is a fast attack mace. Both seem to be the same. Now, what is the major difference? This is durability 20 of 20, and this is durability 15 of 20. So I don't think... Oh, I see. Yeah, 4 to 6. That's actually much better. So let's go ahead and use this, even though it will take a little bit to repair. In fact, we can use our special ability here that we have equipped. Our secondary skill as being a warrior is we can now repair things. Use that ability, and then left-click on the spiked club, bringing it to a Ripo 20 of 20 durability. Now, we're probably not going to use that until we actually have another shield, but for now, it's something nice to have. Than nothing, I guess you could say. This cloak is probably pretty nice to have as well, so let's go ahead and talk to Deckard Cain. In fact, if we take a look at our money, we have just enough money to pay Deckard Cain for this. So let's go identify our items and say yes. Okay, so it is a fine piece of armor, it said. Plus 21% enhanced armor, so the armor class now goes to a 6, and now we regenerate 2 mana per 5 seconds. That's actually not too bad if I was a mage. Unfortunately, we don't have any magical stuff, but hey, it's not too bad at all. So something that we can use for now. Let's go to the blacksmith and sell some of our stuff. So we can hit the sell button here, which will just change our cursor, and we can start selling some stuff. For now, I'm not going to worry about ranged items until I have enough dexterity, so we're just going to kind of do what we can. Actually, I'm kind of 1 dexterity away, I think, from being able to use bows, but we'll find more, I'm sure. Well, hopefully now I didn't jinx it anyway.
I can't cast that yet.
There's a bit more money for us. We'll throw it into our private stash. I think we can hit control here. There we go. Control left click. We'll just throw whatever is in our current inventory and toss it over there. And it seems that the healer has a quest for us.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time. Our wells have become brackish and stagnant, and some of the townspeople have become ill drinking from them. Our reserves of fresh water are quickly running dry. I believe that there is a passage that leads to the springs that serve our town. Please find what has caused this calamity, or we all will surely perish.
Well, that's not good. All right, let's go figure out what we can do for that. Does he have any extra information on the poisoned water supply?
Please, you must hurry. Every hour that passes brings us closer to having no water to drink. We cannot survive for long without your help.
So we're going to need to cure that water supply. That might actually be something that's more important than the butcher for now, so we might go do that. But I'm sure a lot of other people have information about this.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
So let's question the town and get some information about this poisoned water supply.
I don't know what I can really tell you about this that will be of any help. The water that fills our wells comes from an underground spring. I have heard of a tunnel that leads to a great lake. Perhaps they are one and the same. Unfortunately, I do not know what would cause our water supply to be tainted.
Maybe Wirt knows something like that. He sounds like someone that would get around. Go talk to the drunk. Maybe he knows, because he's seen the butcher, so maybe he's seen the water supply?
Fellow drinking peace? Do you drink water?
Never mind. I guess he is a drunk after all. Do you drink water? I just drink alcohol, man. That's the way of life for me. Maybe Griswold?
Oh, what can I do for you? Pepin has told you the truth. We will need fresh water badly, and soon. I've tried to clear one of the smaller wells, but it reeks of stagnant filth. It must be getting clogged at the source.
Gross. I bet there's like one of those water zombies, you know, in like The Walking Dead when there was a zombie in the well or whatever. That's pretty gross. Maybe it's something like that. What if Wirt knows something?
Over here.
Now he wants $100. What a jerk.
For once, I'm with you. My business runs dry, so to speak, if I have no market to sell to. You better find out what is going on, and soon.
He knows nothing. Okay, maybe the barkeep knows something about the water. Yes, I think she's a barkeep. I hope so. I'm gonna call her the barkeep. That's who she is for now. Until later.
My grandmother is very weak. And Garda says that we cannot drink the water from the wells. Please, can you do something to help us?
Darn, guys, your information is useless. Let's leave, though. Let's go talk to, maybe
Greetings,
Ogden?
good master.
Ogden?
Welcome to
Ogden?
the Tavern of the Rising Sun. I have always tried to keep a large supply of foodstuffs and drink in our storage cellar. But with the entire town having no source of fresh water, even our stores will soon run dry. Please, do what you can, or I don't know what we will do.
Yeah, it sounds like a very important task. Look at that beautiful sign. Glorious sign. Okay, let's go over to Adria. Maybe she has some information. If she doesn't, well, we can always question the cows. I mean, that's definitely an important thing.
I sense a soul in search of answers. The people of Tristram will die if you cannot restore fresh water to their wells. Know this, demons are at the heart of this matter, but they remain ignorant of what they have spawned.
Of what they have spawned? I'm not too excited about that. I don't know what they've spawned, but it sounds pretty dangerous. Anywho, can we repair our armor? We should probably do that. If our armor breaks, it's actually gone for good, so always a good idea to repair whatever you have. And thankfully, we spend so much time talking to people that we don't have to worry about our chest armor anymore. So yeah, very, very nice. We should be okay on healing items for now. We even have these scrolls of Inferno that we could use. Actually, we can't really use them right now, so let's go ahead and just toss these in here. There we go, much better. We'll even throw our mana potion here. How much money do we have? We have basically nothing, but I'm going to save up some money because we need roughly 3,000 if we want to get the book of Town Portal from Adria, because that is going to be very useful for us to teleport back to town. I don't know how much mana you need to actually use it, but I know we need it. So I think around 25 magic you need to have to learn it, and then probably, I'm assuming around there, if you have at least max magic or max mana, you should be good to go. Got some scavengers around here. Any extra money would be great. Now, of course, we could keep roaming around here. We also have a nice little map that we can use to explore the environment. This is, of course, a continuation of the last episode. I have not turned off the game since then, so all the kills that we've done are still there. All the persistent deaths and everything are still in the game. That's actually something I have been missing in a lot of games, is a lot of more modern games no longer have persistent dead bodies, and it's probably just because it eats up a lot of your CPU, I'm assuming, just to kind of have a lot of corpses on the ground. So this is a perfect example of doors. So doors are pretty useful. Let's switch over to our mace for a moment, because it does a little bit more damage. And basically, enemies have to go one after another through doors. So this is actually a pretty good move here to kind of just stand at the edge of the door, so you only have to fight them one-on-one. Basically, 1v1 fight me, you nerds, which is the best way to go. Also, sometimes you can't see them, so they'll just pop out of nowhere. Visuals is definitely very important in Diablo 1, so if you can't see them, you might still be getting shot out of nowhere, so I gotta watch out for that. And we got a book. So this is a magical book. We need 25 magic to be able to learn Charged Bolts. And we have another cloak here, but our current one is much better, so we'll hold on to that for now. And we'll just kind of leave the area. Of course, the nice features about the map is that if you see a yellow square, that is a door. So very easy to remember. And let's go down to level 2. Now, each level we go down is going to get progressively more difficult, so we got to watch out for that. So we'll just destroy some of these barrels here. Luckily, the explosions help out with breaking more barrels, but of course they help out with killing you. So, I mean, nice little trade-off there, right? All right, we're getting hit a little bit too much there. I want to kind of get to the corner. Oh, boy. Of course, if I don't have a shield on, this is kind of bad, but I'm just trying to use this sarcophagus right now to assist me here. Oh, that's not good. We got Pukarat the Unclean. Thankfully, we're actually hitting him, so this is very good. Lots of money there. A full healing potion and a club. Nice. Grab our full healing potion. One annoying thing about the Diablo 2 system of doing things when it comes to your belts and potions is it always loves to put the darn scrolls in there, which is not something I'm a huge fan of, but what can you do? I also got Rot Feast the Hungry. All right, Mr. Hungry. Good thing we're sitting right next to the sarcophagus, so we were actually able to handle this just fine. But as you can see, yeah, potions definitely help out a lot, and positioning is also very important for this. And we got a legendary cap, or a something above legendary. I don't think it's epic. I think it's just like rare. I think it goes magic item then rare. So yellow would be rare. And what was it that we picked up? I'm not actually sure. It was something here. Oh, it was a hat. All right, because you can just immediately equip the hat. So we can grab... Oh, we don't have a identification scroll, so we don't know what this is actually doing. And I don't think this actually works. The not identified bit of this hat, I don't think does anything until we know what it does. So for now, we're just going to hold on to it. We can obviously go back to Deckard Cain, but what I want to find, which is one of the reasons why I went to floor number 2 so early, is the waypoint, which is, of course, not particularly in the game when you're playing the vanilla version, but then again, I've done a lot of thinking about, you know, oh, is the waypoint overpowered? Does it ruin the original experience? Oh, hey, there's already a level 3 there. And my general conclusion is not really, because honestly, it just saves you some time. Because all I would really do is I would probably just sprint past some monsters going through level 1 and level 2. And say I've already cleared out level 1 and level 2, then I would just be walking past dead bodies. So it just kind of saves some time. Not really a big deal. Sure, you might get hit 1 or 2 times, though, if you start a new game and decide to go back into the game. That is, like, where maybe it's a little bit more overpowered to have a waypoint, but in all honesty, I'm not too concerned. Also, I've had this level up for probably the past, like, 5-10 minutes, haven't I? And I totally didn't see it. All right, let's go to our general tab here and run away. 1, 2, there we go. Let's put those points in there nice and easy, like. Oh, God, so many zombies. Can we just sneak by? There we go. If we can find like a doorway or something, that would be fantastic. So we got a minion over here, which means we might be seeing a more powerful enemy come up here. So we can use a little potion. There's a nice little doorway, it seems. Anything that we can use to our advantage right now would be great. I got the zombies first. They seem to be the worst kind. Oh, we're gonna get surrounded a little bit in just a moment. Uh-oh, they're going all the way around this time. They sure like doing that. Now, if we go back to the corner here, that might actually work as well, but then I can't see them coming around the corner until they're already there. And they don't have any range dudes, so we should be okay. The fallen ones are pretty good, though, because they'll run away every time we hit them, or kill them, rather. They'll just run away. Ow. I find zombies have the easiest chance of hitting me. I also noticed that if I get hit while running away, it'll sometimes port me back to where the monster is. Kind of like a grab or an engagement rule in the game. Of course, if I have these items up on screen, it's a little distracting to the view. There we go. Looking not too bad so far. Of course, I would love to go back and grab some potions at some point. But we'll make do with what we got for now. More potions, the better, but I don't know. Because I want to get that magic leveled up too, right? So, all these decisions. Let's go to our items here. What is our weapon doing? Durability 6 of 24. That's not so great. Also, our cap is at 5 of 15. Ugh. The worst. It's the worst right now. Well, let's repair some stuff. Obviously, we should go to the blacksmith and pay him some money to go repair everything, but for now, we weren't in that position. I guess our sword's not really worth anything, but the cap might be worth a decent amount. So we'll repair the cap for now. And when we get, 5 minutes to pass, we'll be able to repair something else. Or if we ever find that waypoint, we'll go pay the blacksmith a visit and have him repair it for us. What are we getting hit by? Oh, a corpse captain. A little bit tougher than a standard skeleton there. Something about D&D games and loving skeletons, man. Every RPG, every D&D based system loves them zombies, loves them skeletons. They're just classics. Absolute classics. And we'll be getting a magical spell at some point as well. Ooh, a new short sword. Hey, look at that. All right, so probably we'll just drop the original short sword and put this one on. There you go. 2 to 7 damage, a little bit extra damage, and a little bit more defense right now, so that's great for us. So rest in peace, previous sword. Praying F to press respects. Praying F to press respects. Yes, I totally know that meme very, very well. So well that I mispronounced it and misread it. Oh, well, it's all good. It's all good. One day we'll be cool. No, that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, let's kill some skeletons here. Got some more lovely corpses. Oh god. This is where it gets bad. And the fallen ones want to kill us all. Keep holding on for now. We do have a full health potion left, so as long as we play it cool, we should be okay. Let them come to us is basically the rule here. And those fallen ones, they get really terrified once you start killing their friends. Which is good for us, because that gives us plenty of windows of opportunity to finish them off. Look at them all freaking out and scattering. It means they can't really swarm you as easily. I kill one, the other one runs away. And you just go get him in the backstab. Well, actually, sometimes it just makes him more annoying to grab, but you know how it is. Ooh, Scroll of Resurrect. I think that's only useful in multiplayer, because from what I can tell, if you die, you can't use your items. So I don't think it works on myself. At least I'm pretty sure. Unless you can use it as some sort of like auto-resurrect thing, then that would be pretty cool. I would be totally down with that. In fact, maybe if we have a Scroll Resurrect here. Let me kill a skeleton first. I know he's chasing me around. Oh, we got healed anyway. I'm gonna try it on myself. Or I guess not. It would be nice though. It would be nice. But unfortunately it seems I can't just use it on myself from what I can tell. Or did I? I don't even know what I did. I don't think I see any stats. Usually you would see something like some sort of buff on the side, so it's not like an auto-resurrect or anything like that. I'm just going to assume that you can't really use Scrolls of Resurrect in that fashion. Hey, we got 22 dexterity, so that should be pretty good for us. Hopefully at some point, we'll be living the dream.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I can't? Oh, I guess I can just do this, right? There we go. So armor class 6. I will defend 1 to 3 damage. So not as much defense, but a little bit more evasion going on. Not too bad. Yeah, something nice to have for the side, I guess. While we have a secondary set of items. And of course, I don't think I mentioned this, but also Belzebub adds in the weapon sets. This was also not in Hellfire or the original vanilla Diablo. Well, basically, if it's not in Hellfire, it's not in Diablo. So that's kind of how it is. Alright. Do we have a door here? Or is this nothing? It's nothing. Fair enough. I would really like to find this waypoint, though. This looks like a very fun blood pit. I think everyone had a good time in here. Great times all around. I think this game was rated M for its time. I think they had a lot of fun making it rated M. They're like, what can we do to make this look just as horrifying as Mortal Kombat? Which I actually like. It's like the Mortal Kombat of RPGs. That's pretty much what it should be called. It's pretty cool indeed. I definitely am pretty impressed with Diablo 1 so far, and I may actually already like it a bit more than Diablo 2, but then again, I really can't say that because I haven't played enough of Diablo 2 to make an opinion, and I haven't played enough of Diablo 1 to make a full opinion. You can be sure this playthrough will be full of opinions as we go on. I'm trying to get them to come over here, but the problem is they only want to go one at a time. Well, not only one at a time, but also they're running away every time I kill one, so... This is the safest method, but also the most tedious. So I might just run in here. See what a terrible decision this is. Again, once I kill one, they all run away. They don't try and attack me, so I guess this is a little bit safer. The issue is if you miss, you know? It's just like Morrowind, you know? You try and hit something, and then you completely whiff, and you're just like, oh god, what have I done? A scroll of healing, I like it. I like it. We do have a scimitar here, but I'm going to drop that as well as this. Oh, I don't want to drop the club. Oh, can I actually grab this, though? The spiked club. Perfect. Just enough space. All that Diablo inventory management. Like the good old days. Gotta put on those rose-tinted glasses. But honestly, I don't really have any rose-tinted glasses for the original Diablo because I never really played it, so... The only experience I've had with Diablo 1 is turning it on for about 10 minutes as a kid and going, why am I not playing Diablo 2? And that was my initial opinion of the game when I was much younger. But yeah, definitely this mod has made it much more accessible for me. Oh, this notice actually says difficulty normal up there. And what level we're on? Level 2. Very nice. Oh god, we have all the barrels. Do we have any waypoints? Anything like that? And you won't see them on the mini-map. The waypoints, of course, because they're modded in. I don't think he added anything there. Ooh, the water passage. Nice. We'll have to check that out in a minute. I'm definitely more interested in getting this waypoint going on. And sure, we could run all the way back, but I'm not going to do that. That's just no fun. A lot of beasts in here. One issue about standing in the door is the fact that they'll still hit you from the sides. You have to kind of wait for them to come out. I do love the ability to zoom in, though. That helps a lot. I noticed that they only move like specific spaces. It just really feels like Dungeons and Dragons tabletop type stuff. It's really interesting to me, actually, just the way that the mechanics work in the game. Fountain of Tears temporarily changes stats. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully they're boosted. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I guess the stats on the right are what they changed to. Vitality went lower, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Regardless, I'm going to keep doing this. We do have a scroll of healing. You know what? I might as well start using those scrolls of healing, because they're basically a potion. Like, there's no real difference. They're potions. Might as well use them. I don't think they're as good as a full health potion, but they're pretty close. We're not going to go in that water passage just yet. Probably in the next episode, but for now, we're on a quest to figure out where the hell we are. Also, to blow out the barrels and die horribly. There's nothing like a bunch of barrels, man. So you may have noticed when we were fighting some skeletons here, and you might see it later, but whenever you look at the health bar at the top of the screen, you'll see it says total kills 19 there. That'll actually change once we kill enough of them. Enough skeletons or a certain type of enemy, you'll start seeing a number that appears, and it's like the amount of hit points it's supposed to have. So it'll say between like 4 and 8 hit points this enemy has, and then you can use that to kind of gauge how many hits you need to do to kill the opponent. But of course, with the current settings we have on, well...
Where would I put this?
Oh, I don't know. Put it on your face. Let's do this real quick. Oh, it's unidentified. Of course it's unidentified. Darn it. Do have the frost shard. I don't really want to remove the book. So for now, maybe the fine armor of warmth will have to stay on us. We'll have to hold on to the hope that we can run into that thing again. Ow! Jerks. Grab the healing potion. I totally forgot what I was saying there, but regardless, I'm sure it was very, very important and very, very necessary. Yes, totally. Alright, we did take a decent amount of damage there. Just gonna play it safe. We're pretty close to leveling though, which is nice. I really should be using the mace against those guys. Like, I have a weapon specifically for skeletons, and I'm just not using it. I got the short staff of Holy Bolt. We might want to grab that just for some stuff later on, because Holy Bolt's pretty useful, especially for killing skeletons at long range. Oh, we got some minion skeletons. Oh, there's the Bone Ripper. Let's use the good stuff. There we go. Kill them off. Kill those darn undead bastards. Actually seems to be doing pretty good damage, even. There we are. Nice. I'm liking it. That went pretty well. Got some extra potions. Of course, the mace isn't the most amazing thing in the world, but hey, it seems to be one-shotting most stuff. Even the carvers and the beasts and stuff like that. I do love hitting W and being able to change between my weapon sets. That's pretty nice. Very, very convenient for me. Oh god, okay. We got a 5-man group of skeletons over here. A posse of skeletons, if you will. And we got a nice little level up. Very nice. We've been kind of rocking level 2 pretty easily so far. No traps on that chest, which is great, but no items either. Let's keep going for the standards. 2 on strength, 1 and everything else. The most standard and boring of everything, but honestly, the leveling isn't really the most amazing thing in this game. It's more so along the lines of just kind of enjoying the experience of strategizing the enemy. Which is not a word, but doesn't matter. Actually, I kind of want to go on Google now and find out if strategizing is even close to a word. That would be pretty funny, though. Hey, here we go. Although it would be strategizing would be the real word. So now we have the Waypoint Cathedral level 2. We can go back to Tristram. This saves us a lot of time, and of course we don't have a Scroll of Town portal, but hey, whatever, man. We're cheating to victory. It's the way of life. It's the way of life. So we're back in town, and some people move around.
What can I do for you?
That's kind of nice that they kind of move around. One thing in Diablo 3, no one moves around in that game. The blacksmith, if he's a blacksmith, he's there forever. He's never going to walk around and talk to everyone else. It kind of feels a bit more realistic in this game, although annoying at times when you walk over to the blacksmith's area and you're like, "What? The blacksmith's gone. What happened here?"
Let's first talk to Deckard Cain. One nice thing is that there is keyboard controls for this. We're going to do identify items and just kind of spam with the enter key. And do all that stuff. There we go. So now let's see what we have on us. So we got +3 to vitality. Let's switch over to our mace here. So this is 4 to 6 damage. This is 4 to 6 damage. Required strength 25, of course. Fast attack speed, not bad. It seems to be quite a bit better, so let's do that. Also, we have negative 35% enhanced damage. That's probably going to sell for $0. It's called a weak club. So yeah, sometimes items will be worth less or worth more depending on what the item turns out to be, which is a pain, but what can you do? The Plague Brow, very nice. 4 armor class, not bad. That's from the plus 54% enhanced armor. Resist lightning, plus 15%, although haven't run into any lightning yet. And plus 5 vitality, that's like full levels worth of extra vitality, so that's very, very nice. So yeah, we'll hold on to that for now. These robes have slightly better armor class, but really not that much of a big deal, so the cloak here is kind of crap. Our current sash is at level 3, and already has a little bit more durability anyway. We have some potions here. We're not going to sell those. We're going to hold on to all potions. They're pretty useful throughout the playthrough. And yeah, okay, so we can sell all this crap. So let's go to Griswold. One thing about merchants I haven't mentioned yet is that actually you can only sell certain things to certain merchants, so he won't actually take my book. If I hit sell here, and look at the charge bolts, he doesn't want that item because he's a blacksmith. What is he going to do with a book, right? I mean, other than learning how to make blacksmithery items, but 3 years of experience, I'm sure he doesn't want any books. That would be more of an insult. But we can sell all the other crap. So we'll get the weak club out of here. You'll see that there is no sell price for the weak club, and we can't dismantle it, I don't think, either. But we're just going to sell it anyway. Because what else are we going to do with it, right? Let's get the sell price of the robe, $60 there. Sell price of 200, there we go. And then we have these frost shard and other things. We can sell those to Adria. Oh, I can actually repair some stuff. I forgot to do that. That's actually one thing you should do, is repair an item before you before you decide to do anything, really. But let's go ahead and repair our sword, because it's a pretty nice sword. Look at that, $1,300 just for our sword alone. Pretty nice, nifty sword there. All right, for now, do we have anything else we need? No, I don't think so. Let's go over to Adria. Maybe she has a town portal thingy. Or if we could buy a scroll of town portal, that would be also very nice. Hello, Adria.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
You do. Because I am in search of items, really. What do you got for me? You have the shard and fire bolts. A little bit unfortunate. Here you can have my charge bolts.
I can't get there from here.
Oh, I guess I have to hit the sell button, of course. There we go. You can also, like, pick them up and drag them over, too.
I can't cast that.
Walked away.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
You'll find me misclick on these stores all the time because that's just how I am. Alright, so we have all these scrolls of Identify, which should probably be a smart move to buy. Ooh, Scroll of Town Portal. I will buy this. There we go. Oh, I can actually buy as many as I want. Let's buy 2 of these then. That'll probably be fine for now. As for the Identifies, I don't really care. But yeah, apparently infinite town portals from Adria. Nice. Did not know that. Valuable information has been learned. We got lots of full recovery items. And a scroll of healing, which is basically the same thing. Actually, I'm going to sell her my Inferno scrolls as well. While we're at it. Might as well, right?
I can't cast that.
There you go. I can just click and drag for now. Yeah, I'll hold on to the scroll of healing. We do want at least like 1 for mana, because at some point we're going to use mana. Don't know when, but at some point. I promise you guys. Once we can actually learn it. Excellent. Things are looking good. So, how's our inventory looking? So we got 2 scrolls of Town Portal. We'll hold those in there. And let's go over to our chest. And I think with that, that's going to wrap up our second episode of Diablo 1. So thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we'll talk to these guys that have some quests for us. Definitely. And we'll learn more about what we need to do to save this town. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.